Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Spruell versus Dixon.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
Ms. Spruell, you are furious that you had to file a paternity case against the defendant, Mr. Dixon, due to his denial of your daughter, Skya. You say you know the exact night you conceived, and he is her father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Dixon, you claim that your relationship with Ms. Spruell was purely sexual, and one conversation that occurred is the only proof you need that her child is not yours. Is that correct?
Your Honor.
So, Ms. Spruell, why is he denying paternity?
He flip-flops. One day this is his daughter, the next day it isn't, and I'm tired. I'm irritated. It's to the point that it shouldn't be called for. If this is gonna be your baby 24/7. Don't go back and forth.
So he's going back and forth.
Yes, Your Honor.
1 minute she is, 1 minute she isn't. Is that true, Mr. Dixon?
No, it's not, Your Honor. I don't claim this child is mine because I have serious doubts about this child. It's been multiple
You just came
occasions
and saw her
to
last
say,
week.
like I said, multiple
just came and
occasions
seen
to
her
say
last
that
week,
this
though.
girl
Did
is
you go
mine.
see the
You
baby
just
last
came and
week?
saw her last week. Played with her, spent the night with her and all.
Well, you know, I wanted to go check on her because...
Why would you check on a child that's not yours?
Well, Your Honor, look here. Let me explain this, Your Honor. First, I want to start off about my doubts about this child. Would you mind me stepping to the board and explain this diagram to you?
You brought an exhibit.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see.
Go
Let
ahead.
me brought this down. Well, as you can see, I have a family that works at a store. On this particular day, my family member wanted to present Skya around. So one day she went to work and was like, hey, we're so excited about our newest family member, Skya. So she goes around showing pictures and, you know, excited about it, showing to our coworkers, her bosses and everything, except for one particular coworker comes out of the blue and was like, whoa, wait a minute, pause. No, that's not his baby, that's my brother's baby. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Why would this girl come out of the blue and claims that this is her brother's baby just like this? So I have my doubts that this is my child.
The coworker says, that's my brother's baby.
And comes out nowhere and says, this is my brother's child.
Lie.
And then too, Your Honor, I want to say this too. I have doubts that this is my child. Why? Because Kamaya is constantly lies.
Oh, wow.
She even lies about this baby. It was a time when she was pregnant. She said, I slipped and fell in the tub.
Your
You
sister
texted me
took me to the
saying,
hospital.
you texted me saying you're in the ER the whole entire time, but once I'm on the phone,
His
you're in the
sister
living
took
room,
me to the hospital.
giggling, laughing, playing
His
with your
sister.
son.
And as far as the coworker telling his family member, that same coworker got on the phone with me and his family member and let it be known his family member was mistaken. He wasn't even around. The other male let it be known he's lying. So when I sent Mr. Dixon the screenshots of these young men letting me know we never had any relations at all, the problem just diminished.
Kamaya has 2 phones. She had one phone that she used to be on the internet and she posts her whole entire life on Facebook. She has another phone where she texts and calls. She
No, I have
plays
another
like
phone where I
she's 2
text
people
him.
on Facebook.
He has that
She done
number.
did
He's
this
not allowed
multiple
to have
times.
my main number. We have no communication because, like I said,
He's not allowed to have your main number, and he's the father of your child?
We're gonna go to why he can't have my main number. Mr. Dixon ran off to Alabama when his daughter was 1 month old, to say he was working. He wasn't working. He was not working.
Your Honor, I
You
moved
wanna
to
know how?
Alabama to
We
get a
can't-
better job.
Oh, no.
To make more money.
Our
but
daughter,
it's constantly lies that's coming from her.
One at a time.
Our daughter, it wasn't even 7 months. Mr. Dixon had a whole nother child while he was still with me. He was still with me.
So what was he doing in Alabama?
Making babies. Yeah, he was doing in some work. He put in a lot of work.
Mr. Dixon?
And not only that, once he gets down to Alabama, my daughter was all over his Facebook. Cover photo and all. The same child you've been denying. But
Wait a minute. He's down in Alabama making babies, but he's using your child's photo.
Oh, yeah, she was all on his Facebook until the baby mama found out. Then my daughter just disappeared.
First of all,
no
Your Honor,
pictures, no
them
nothing.
pictures were not on there when I moved to Alabama. Them pictures was up there before
Your Honor,
I moved
I
to
have
Alabama.
evidence.
Ms. Spruell, you have evidence.
Yes, I do.
I'd like to
Yes.
see it. Jerome,
Sir.
thank you. You say he accepted the baby at first, and this is your evidence to prove it. So this is his page,
And that
he's
is
got...
my baby girl. That is Skya. And he had other pictures of Skya on there as well.
And you claim he's accepting her. He's made her...
He was
picture.
he was so happy.
You're saying that when she was born, he was claiming her. He was saying, my baby girl is in the world.
He was there my entire pregnancy. He was. He is the one who told me I was pregnant. He said I was pregnant because he's throwing up everywhere. He said I was pregnant.
Because he was throwing up.
He was throwing up.
Your Honor, let me tell you about that, Your Honor, about that. I had a hangover. We got drunk one night, and I had a hangover, and I threw up at 5, 6 o'clock that morning.
So why did you
That's
call
how
me
you
to find
sick,
out when
it's
I
just
was
a
pregnant?
hangover.
Why did you call me to
Weeks
find out I
later,
was pregnant?
she's the one throwing up like she was sick. I said,
No,
maybe
did
you should
Mr.
go
Dixon
and
tell you he
figure
was
out if you
counting my
pregnant.
symptoms? He had been counting my symptoms before I even knew I was pregnant.
So what you're saying is he was having morning sickness. He
Yep.
was having pregnancy-like symptoms.
Yep. All he wanted to do was sleep, eat.
So I must be pregnant.
No, I was.
Since
But
I'm
guess
sleeping
what?
and eating, I must be
So
pregnant.
we go to the doctor. We were actually going to find out about my friend being pregnant. I took a test with her. Mine came back negative. They tell me to come back in 2 weeks. We come back in 2 weeks together, and guess what? You're 5 weeks, 3 days pregnant. Mr. Dixon was there. We sat in the parking lot afterward, and I asked Mr. Dixon, what do you want to do? He tells me, we gonna be all right. We gonna take care of this baby. Everything gonna be fine. 2 weeks later, we let his mother know that I was pregnant. She pretended to be happy-go-lucky about it, but Thanksgiving, all hell breaks loose.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. I want to know what happened on Thanksgiving.
Oh, everybody found out that I was pregnant. Everybody knew I was pregnant by then. Because at first, they were saying I was lying about being pregnant because Mr. Dixon kept telling them I wasn't. Even though he went to the
All she
appointment
do
with
is
me.
lie. You don't know what to
You
believe.
went with me. How did I lie?
You don't know
went
what
with
to believe.
So did you go with me to the appointment? Did
I
you?
went.
Was you there when they said I was pregnant?
No, I wasn't there when they
Oh, you wasn't
came
there?
back with the results.
Oh, and didn't they tell you to come to the back? So we didn't go to the back and talk to that nice
I
lady.
was never there.
You
I
wasn't
was at
there?
the house the whole entire time when you.
All right, so Thanksgiving, they
The-
found out you were pregnant.
Yes, and after that, I became the devil. This wasn't his baby. This, that, and the third.
You so sure this is my child, but yet I'm not on the birth certificate.
You weren't there when
Then-
she was born.
That's
What you
your excuse,
mean?
but yet
you
we kept
wasn't
talking
there.
about me putting myself on the birth certificate, and I even came up with money to change her last name, but you kept pushing it off. But you so sure this is my child. Why is you instead of pushing it off?
'Cause you don't do
And I'm
anything
coming up
for
with
her. That
money
is a
to
privilege.
change her name to my name.
So when he came up with the money to change her last name, why not do it?
Because when she was born, first of all, he wasn't there when she was born. He came 2 days later since he wanted to play them games. If I'm going to keep doing everything for this child, that's my name.
That's
You
a
didn't
lie.
earn that right.
That's a lie. I don't
You
even
don't-
know
you didn't-
no-
that right?
Miss
No.
Spruell, but now that's not the issue. If you're saying this is the father of my child,
It's a-
without a doubt, and he's saying, I want to put my name on the birth certificate and have her name changed to my last name, wouldn't that be
So
what
you're
you
telling
want?
me-
I mean, you were screaming at the top
Yeah.
of your
I-
lungs in this courtroom to get him to acknowledge this child. You are offended because you say he acknowledges her one day and not the next. A name change is a significant acknowledgement, as well as being willing to execute the birth certificate. Why not be cooperative instead of combative?
Because the day we were supposed to go get it changed, Mr. Dixon ran right back off to Alabama.
Lies.
Oh,
We
you
had
did?
plenty of time. I didn't leave.
You
I
were
didn't
there
leave
for
till-
a week. You was there the first week of her life, Mr. Dixon.
I didn't leave back to Alabama till a month later. We had plenty of time to change his name. I done talked to a
So-
company every day. Let's go get this baby name changed. I got the money. Let's go. Let's go. No,
lies,
it's an excuse.
lies.
It's
Put it to you like this, Your Honor. When me and Mr. Dixon are on good terms, he's daddy of the year. Me and him fall out, Skya doesn't exist. And that's what infuriates me more than anything. I don't care how you feel about me. That baby didn't deserve
Well,
that.
why do you
My
lie?
baby did not deserve that. I don't care how you feel about me. That is a child. I know what it feels like to grow up without your daddy. It's not a good feeling. And to have somebody come in and out of your life, it's not fair. If you're gonna be her daddy, be her daddy 24/7. Don't pick and choose your days. Look at that beautiful little girl. She don't deserve that. You shouldn't run in and out of no
Ms.
child's
Dixon,
life.
are you running in and out, Mr. Dixon?
No,
Be
I'm
honest.
not. No, I'm not.
Are you accepting the child on one day and then denying her the next?
No, I'm not. But my dad started playing play when Kamaya constantly lies. Why do you lie? Even when
No,
this baby
your
was
doubts came
born,
'cause you thought I was
even
say
when
she-
this baby was born,
let him
she lied. She
testify.
even lied on the baby. First, okay, it started when you fell asleep and fell in the tub. You at the ER. You text me the whole time you at the ER, but yet you in the living room and get laughing and giggling with your son and everybody else.
Like I
Why
said,
do
your
that?
sister
Then come to a point when you instead of saying this baby got blood transfers, 4 or 5 blood transfers.
baby has
the
a
baby
heart
got a
condition
brain
called
problem. The baby
VHD.
got a hole in the heart. Dang, this baby
She
got
has a
this
heart
much
condition
problem and
called
she just got
VHD.
here.
It's called vehicular heart defect.
This baby still got here. Why you still lying on this child like that?
The thing is, you would
crazy.
never come to the hospital, so how you know I was lying?
And this is another
You
reason why I
wouldn't
know
even
she
come.
lying, Your Honor.
Wait,
She
wait,
posts
wait.
everything on Facebook. She's posted her whole life on Facebook. Facebook is like a diary to her. If that baby was in the hospital, she'll post 20 or 50 doggone pictures
guess
on
what?
Facebook.
But you wanna know
But she
something
didn't
else?
post not one
Your
picture.
Honor.
Okay,
she did
wait.
not post not nothing.
So why do you believe she would lie and say her child was suffering from a medical challenge?
I don't know. Maybe she's trying to get my
Your
attention.
Honor, how can you watch your child grow up through Facebook for an entire year, but you can't pick up the phone and call her?
You have another dude on Facebook that you made a
that's
video
why he's
kissing
upset.
and playing this girl.
Okay,
I got
what,
into a
one at a
relationship.
time.
After around
Wait.
September 2015, I got into a relationship with somebody because Mr. Dixon was no longer in the picture. I got into a relationship with somebody who accepted both of my children, who paid for Skya's daycare,
You've been in multiple
who bought
relationships.
diapers.
She going to different guys trying to get money from guys. That's all she doing. She using people.
Wow.
That's all. Even an example.
Says the one with
on
2
her
jobs,
birthday,
unemployed.
One day on her birthday, I came and got her from work. I come to
What
get out
car?
her phone.
What
Hold on,
car?
hold on, hold
phone.
on.
What
Hey,
car?
you, listen. Woo,
What car?
woo, child. Bring it down just a little bit. Because I want to understand this story. At some point, you got into a relationship with someone
Yes, I
else.
did. We got into a relationship, and he was actually helping me with both of my children, not just one. So I feel like
And what is the issue with that?
he was mad because me and him were. I made a video of him and Skya. They were in the bed. They were laughing and playing.
Okay.
I don't know what to believe, Your Honor, because all she do is lie. I don't know what to believe. One minute, you saying this baby's sick, this and that, the third, but she's not. Then when she really is sick, then that's when you get pissed at me because
I know the night
I
that
don't
she
know
was
if it
conceived,
is
Your
true or
Honor.
not.
I know the exact night she was conceived because somebody wanted to make up for their little mishaps. And it was also Sweetest Day weekend. I had to
Sweetest Day.
explain.
That's
He
something
had
I
to
never heard
Google
of.
it,
She brought
but
that
he
up.
didn't even know it's an actual holiday.
I
It's
think
like
that's a
Valentine's
Chicago
Day.
thing.
Okay,
Just
tell me what.
Sweetest
No, I'm from Detroit. We do Sweetest
Oh.
Day too. I know
Well, I'm
what
from
Sweetest
the
Day is.
South. We don't do that.
Listen, no, we understand. Look, I've been all over this country.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
know only certain parts of the country, the
Okay.
Northwest, we do Sweetest Day. I get that. So the bottom line is you're saying she was conceived Sweetest Day weekend. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But how do you know that for sure we got drunk that day? I mean, she bought liquor.
Because that
bought
was the
everything.
first time.
'Cause
Well,
brought
you
this
can
to my
make
attention.
babies when you're drunk.
Oh, no,
But she
wait,
knows
Your
it, though.
Honor. He
She's
said
so
his
sure
sperm
that she
count
know.
was too low. His sperm count was supposed to be too low to make a baby.
Pause, wrong.
Okay, people. Ooh, Lord. You all are a lot. This is a lot.
big mess.
I mean, ooh, this is like, whoa. Okay, I want to get this. I'm really trying to understand this story. When you say you aren't sure, Mr. Dixon, I believe you. Like, I can see that it comes from an earnest place. But I am confused, and I understand Ms. Spruell's point where there's so much evidence indicating that you accepted her. Then,
When you told me when we first met, I couldn't get pregnant. Parrish, my 5-year-old son, he was a miracle baby. I wasn't even supposed to have him.
What?
Then you said for a whole 5 years he's been on this earth, you never got pregnant. By
Obviously,
nobody
no.
until me, until you met me, then all of a sudden, oh, I'm
Parrish
pregnant.
is 5, and then there's Skya. They're like 5 years apart, so obviously.
Miss Spruell, was Mr. Dixon the only man you were dating?
Yes, when we got together, yes. At first, it was strictly sex. That's what we were doing, having lots of sex, drinking lots of liquor. Gonna be honest about it. That's what we were doing. And it progressed
That's it.
into a relationship where
We
he
was on
was
the same
spending
page
nights,
about it.
he was moving in. He moved in with me, and I lived with him. So I'm confused. If you really feel like this wasn't your baby, when I first told you I was pregnant, you could have stayed gone then.
Mr. Dixon, I want to understand your doubt. You're saying you don't trust her. You feel like she's
don't.
lying all the time.
All the
You
time.
also feel like this conversation that the family member had with the coworker where the coworker said, that's my brother's baby.
Out of the
Do you
blue.
know who this brother is?
I don't know.
You don't
Her-
know, but
no.
that when they showed the picture, they said, that's my brother's baby.
Right.
And then the last part of your doubt is centered around the fact that she's trying to say that this is another miracle baby when it's with you.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
What is your hope in this moment?
The truth to come out.
You just want the truth.
I just want the truth.
I have that answer for you. Jerome, I'm ready for the results.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. In the case of Spruell versus Dixon, when it comes to 13-month-old Skya Spruell, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Dixon, you are the father.
Thank you.
You are her father.
Thank you.
You feel relieved, Miss Spruell?
I do.
How do you feel, Mr. Dixon?
I'm excited. I have a beautiful baby girl. I'm gonna be the best father I can, and I'm just glad the truth is out.
That's what I wanted to hear. At this point, what we have to do is figure out how to move forward. I'm hoping, Miss Spruell, you will start letting the past be the past on this. You have literally, when I say literally, shouted the top of your lungs how desperately. No, and I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm saying it truthfully because I knew it came from a place of pain. He is the biological father. He says he wants to be that father for, no, don't shake your head, no. See, now you got to get out your own way. He says he wants to be there. Just try to start fresh. We have counseling and resources for the both of you to help you figure out how to get on that path. Court is adjourned.